Okay, so I'm a little freaked out. I'm about to repot my Florida variegated and my pink no-no. They're in these little tiny 4-inch pots with just moss. And as you can see, my variegated is big. It's outgrown this my makeshift greenhouse. And the pot is tiny. It's in a tiny little pot. And it's been doing so good, I've been afraid to repot it because I have not had good luck with these variegated bananas. So wish me luck. I've had such bad luck with these guys, but I've had this guy for, I don't know, 2 months or so, and it's doubled in size. And I just left it as is. I didn't do anything to it. I left it in the moss that the lady sent it in. I left it the way it was, and it has been growing great. I've left it in this makeshift greenhouse. I spray it down every day. I have my humidity gauge set up here with the thermostat as well. I keep it between 80 and 90% humidity. I'm going to be moving it to a bigger tub. Trying to acclimate it to some lower humidity because summer's coming. I'd like to start setting them up outside as it grows. So wish me luck. Hopefully it continues to grow. But yeah, I'm going to repot it. I am going to leave the moss around the base of the roots because I'm scared. I'm scared to move it too much and stress it too much. But I am going to use a soil I bought from the lady I bought the plants from, which is a mixture of like it's like a mixture of like bat guano, bird guano, coconut husk, the peat moss, and some good quality soil. I'm hoping it doesn't go into shock because I will be really upset. I've had this thing growing really good for a few months now. So, and the no-no's been growing pretty good too. This is a pink no-no. It's grown several leaves since I got it. No pink on it yet, just on the edges of a couple leaves, but that's it. No pink growing yet. It's mostly just white. So let's hope, fingers crossed, they don't die on me. They don't go into shock because I'm really scared because this guy's really big. my variegated, this guy's pretty big. It's big. It's been doing really well. So wish me luck. So real quick, this is the root system of the Florida variegated. It's got a pretty good root system on it in the moss. So we'll see. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. And there it is, all potted up. We'll see how it does. Hopefully it doesn't go into shock. Like I said, I did not remove the moss around the roots. I left it. So it's just buried in this soil, this nice chunky soil. And hopefully it doesn't go into shock. But I'm going to put it back into a bigger tote now, a clear tote with some heat pads and UV lights, and go from there. Here's the no-no's root system. It looks pretty good too. It's all through there. So we'll see how this one does. There's the no-no. Okay, and there's my no-no. This is a pink no-no. This is the pink variegated no-no. And she's all set up now too, hopefully. Fingers crossed they do okay. I'm about to go set them up in their new tote. Okay, here we are in the new setup. They're both in this bigger tote now. I got the little UV lights off of Amazon. They're telescope plant lights for indoor plants. And I've sprayed them. It's at 91% right now. It'll go down, but I'm going to have the lid halfway on. I'm hoping that they do okay. Let's hope. Fingers crossed, and I'll keep y'all posted. So it's been 24 hours since I set them up in the new tote with the new soil. And they look pretty good. They're not drooping too bad. That has always looked like that. But yeah, they look pretty good. The only thing I've noticed on this one so far is it's a little droopy in the leaf. But looks pretty good. They look pretty good for 24 hours out. They didn't go into shock, like major shock like I've seen before. They look okay. I did have somebody ask once if you can tell on the tissue cultures if they are sword suckers or water suckers, and I want to show the difference right here with the nono and the Florida variegated. I know these bottom leaves are trimmed, but if you can see here, the leaves on this one are all super narrow. Even though it's trimmed, you can see the base of that is very narrow. Even though it's trimmed, it's a narrow leaf. It was never very round to start with. These are all long, narrow leaves. Even it had a couple more that were even long and narrow too, but you can tell these are long, narrow leaves. Those are all narrower leaves versus the nono. These are very round leaves. Even the baby leaves at the bottom, you can see they're very round. There was a couple more before, but they've died off. Even that one. See how round the leaves are? So that would be a water sucker plant. And this one is most likely a sword sucker plant. So you can kind of tell even with the tissue cultures which is which, because that one's the leaves are super round on that. And I've seen other nonos that are long like this, that look more like this at this size. And that one's really round. The leaves are really rounded. So I just wanted to make that observation for anybody who was wondering. This one's most likely a water sucker. It's 99% water sucker. It's very round. Okay, well, we are 24 hours out in the new soil, and I'm not seeing any major shock in these guys. So fingers crossed that we continue to do okay. And I will keep you posted. So we're on day 3 since the soil transfer. Yes, you'll see some new friends in my greenhouse. We don't talk about it because I didn't tell anybody I got them. But the 2 original plants are still holding out pretty good. They look good. I actually noticed right now that this guy has new growth starting there. There's a leaf protruding right there. So this one's doing okay. We're doing okay here. And this one, no new growth yet, but it has not looked like it's been under any stress at all. So I think we're doing okay, day 3, and there's been no like wilting sign of stress. The humidity's been holding steady there between 88 and 90. I'd like to get it down a little, so I usually try to get them about, well, I'll keep it at 90 right now since I've got the 2 new plants, and they need it pretty high for the stress of the new acclimation. But in probably about a week I'll be trying to get that down closer to about 80, 85. But yeah, that's my new pink nono, and you can see the difference here. That is a water sucker. See the nice round leaves? That's my original pink nono. That is a sword sucker. See the long, narrower leaves? Those are both nonos. Round, very round leaf, very long leaf. These are the same plant. One's a sword sucker, one's a water sucker. That's a good example now. This one actually has pink on it. See the pink? So that one's already showing pink. And then I have another Florida variegated. We won't talk about it though. Again, that's another sword sucker. But anyway, looks like everybody's doing good. Even the two that came didn't stress out too bad at all. They look pretty good. No wilting. They look really good. And I'll continue to document and see how they do. Okay, bye.